New chilling words from Charles Manson, the crazed cult leader behind the gruesome massacre of 8 people back in 1969. Well, he has broken his 20-year silence in a jailhouse interview. He rambles on about the president, the environment, and of course, himself. And David Muir, you're going to take a little bit of a closer look at this man.
You're right, Robin. And now 4 decades since those brutal murders, the convictions for them, his words are every bit as cold and dark. And he weighs in not only on himself, but the president, global warming. And he's also asked about the crimes, the brainwashing of those killers. And so this morning, his answers 40 years later.
It was 40 years ago Charles Manson was convicted after the gruesome murders of 8 people, including the pregnant Sharon Tate. And after 2 decades of silence, he is talking from his California jail cell, and his words are still every bit as chilling.
We've told everybody that all things are bad. Bad is not good and good is not bad. Bad and good go together. You have to accept one to understand the other. You've got to accept yourself as God. You got to realize you're just the devil just as much as you're God. That you're everything and you're nothing at all.
While on the phone with the reporter for Vanity Fair Spain, Manson, now 76, is asked about brainwashing those followers to kill back in 1969, referred to then as the Manson family.
I live in the underworld. I don't tell people what to do. They know what to do. If they don't know what to do, they don't come around me because I'm very mean. I am very mean. Do you understand what I'm saying when I say mean?
And knowing that the reporter asking the questions was from Spain, in the middle of the interview, Manson begins rambling in Spanish.
I'm very mal hombre. I'm nasty.
I'm a very bad man, he says.
You speak Spanish? Muy poco. Muy poco.
He says he learned Spanish from fellow prisoners. Manson now has a new attorney who has asked President Obama to set Manson free, even as the convict offers harsh words for the president, calling him foolish. About Wall Street, he says they're playing with him. And he says we're all playing with the environment.
And if we don't wake up to that, there's going to be no weather. Because our polar caps are melting because we're doing bad things to the atmosphere. We got to put everything in one world. Everything in one world now. If it doesn't come to one world now, there will be no planet. There will be no life on the planet.
The irony is not lost there. Manson now talking about life on this planet 40 years after those 8 lives were taken. And he has a new set of followers, believe it or not, who say that his words are not the rantings, the ramblings of a madman. They believe that his cause is the environment now. And believe it or not, there's a new group behind him.
Still, his voice is just chilling when you hear his
As
words.
one person said exactly as we thought it would sound.
That's right. All right, David, thank you. Thanks for bringing that to us.